In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can set up WireGuard on OPNsense. Hello and welcome back to my channel, and I hope you guys are liking my OPNsense video series. So in this video, we are going to configure a WireGuard tunnel, and this is, I have mentioned what we're going to do in this video. So if it is something you want to know, or if you are someone who is new to my video, so we're going to install WireGuard, and then we will create local server, and then we will add some firewall required rules, and then we will create a peer for client, and then we will configure the client device, and then we will test the connection. So let's move to the step number 1. So in some cases, like in previous versions, the WireGuard VPN was not already installed, but I guess in the newer version, we are able to see it already installed. But again, if you don't see in your firewall, then it's really simple. You'll need to go to System and then click on Firmware, and then under Plugins, you can search for -WireGuard like this. Since it's already installed, that's why it's not showing up here. Step number 2, now go to VPN and then click on WireGuard and then Instances, and then we're going to click on plus sign to create a new one. So this is going to be a tunnel. So in one tunnel, you can have as many peers as you want, and also you can create multiple tunnels for different purposes. But I'm going to just show you one, and you can copy the method to create the second one as well. So I'm going to give it a name, tunnel 0, and instance number is 0 as well. And then under listen port, by default, the port is 51820 for WireGuard, but I suggest changing this to something else. So for this one, I'm going to choose 51823. And then we are going to define the tunnel address. In your case, it can be anything. You can find out what IP addresses you want to use. But for me, since I can see I'm using 172.168.0.1 series for my local network, I'm going to use something else. So I'm going to use 192.168.17.1/24. So this is the IP address I'm going to use for my tunnel. And last and most important thing is keys. Now we are going to generate the keys. So click on this sign and it will automatically generate the keys. Never share your private key. Never. So we are just going to use or share the public key. Click on Save and then apply the changes. Step number 2 is completed. Now let's move to step number 3. So since we have added one instance of WG0, we should be able to see the interface under interfaces. So let's go to interfaces and assignment. You should be able to see add a new device and your tunnel here. We are going to give some description here. So let's say tunnel of WireGuard, and I'm going to click on add. It should give me an error, interface does not exist. And why do you see this error? Because if you go back to the VPN instances, we just created this instance, but it's not yet enabled. So click on peer generator, and I would say create one peer, or if not, click on enable WireGuard and then click on apply changes. Once all the settings are applied, then go back to interfaces, assignment, and try that again. Now you can see we were able to add this interface into the interfaces assignment section. And then we're going to click on save. All right. Step number 4, we are going to add firewall rules here. So if you remember in my last video, we added one rule for the WAN. We are doing the same thing because traffic has to go through the WAN interface. So we're going to go into firewall and then going to click on rules, and then I will click on WAN. And I'm going to add a new rule to allow the traffic specifically for this firewall. So what I'm going to do is leave the action pass because I'm going to allow the traffic for WireGuard tunnel. And then I'm going to choose the protocol, which is UDP. I will leave everything as is, but if you see something different, make sure interface is WAN, direction is in, IP address for me, it's IPv4. If you guys are using IPv6, then it could be different for you. And then in the protocol, I'm using UDP, and under source, I will leave it empty because I do want to connect my VPN from anywhere. If I'm sitting in a coffee shop, if I'm sitting at my friend's house, wherever I am, I should be able to connect my laptop to this tunnel and should be able to work. And then under destination, here we are going to set what the destination is. Destination is actually the WAN address, and what port we set, we are going to define it here. So I'll choose other. That's how I should be able, I will be able to type the manually port number. So we set up 51823 and just type the same thing again. And then under description, just mention something just for you to remember. And then click on save. And after saving this, click on apply changes. All right, step number 4 is completed. Now we're moving to step number 5. So understand this so far. Now we have set a rule for WAN only. Traffic will come and WAN will allow the traffic. But where this traffic is going, we just open it for anything like 51823 port, and it's not defined where it. So in this step, we have to make a little bit more changes in firewall rules, but not in the WAN, because on WAN, we already have defined that if traffic is coming for this specific port number, allow this traffic. And we already have set up this port on WireGuard, but we have to enable that as well, allow everything on WireGuard. So if you click on, we set up the name, I guess tunnel something, and I don't see it here. It says WireGuard group, but this is not the correct one. So I'm going to go again into the interfaces and verify. So this should be tunnel of WireGuard. So this is not enabled. So I'm going to enable this, and I can set some more settings as well. IP address connection type. I'm not going to set any connection type, and simply click on save and apply changes. So that way I should be able to see this interface under the firewall rules. So let's go to the rules section again. Now you can see we are able to see the tunnel of WireGuard is available here. And we're going to create a rule here. Click on add or the plus sign. And then the action is always passed because we are going to allow this. And then in the interface, it's already selected the tunnel of WireGuard, what we were going to select. And then in the destination, it should be direction is in, and source is any, and the destination should be any as well. And then here you can define some description for this rule. I'm going to say allow WireGuard traffic. All right. And then click on save and then apply changes. All right. So WireGuard configuration is almost completed. So in the next step, we are going to apply the NAT rules. So far, we have allowed the traffic on WAN and also on the interface of tunnel of WireGuard, what we created. So if you remember, while creating the VPN instance on WireGuard, we set up one IP address, which is 192.168.17.1. So we are going to use this whole network as in the allowed network into the net. So if we are connected to this tunnel and we are having, let's say, 192.168.17.5 address, we should be able to access the internet. For that, we're going to go into firewall and then click on net. And first of all, we will allow outbound and we will set hybrid. So that way it automatically generates rules that are applied after manual rules. So we don't have to generate rules for everything. and then apply changes. And then we're going to go into destination net. Sorry, not in destination. We will go to outbound and we will create a rule here. Click on add or the plus button. And then here we will select the interface WAN and make sure this one is not disabled. Leave this unchecked. And then under source, we are going to define the IP address of the WireGuard tunnel. For us, it's going to be 192.168.17.0/24. So leave everything as it is, like IPv4 protocol any, and then in the source address, instead of any, we are going to set single host or network and type the IP address manually here, 17.0. So it's going to be the whole network. And then source port, you can leave that one any. And then we are going to select translation target is interface address. And then if you want to give it some description, we mention that, allow WireGuard, and then click on save, and then apply changes. Now WireGuard tunnel settings are completely modified. We can go ahead and create a peer and test it. So VPN, WireGuard, and peer generator. And then we are going to generate a peer using the peer generator endpoint, name, and address. You can see it automatically detected the next available address. So this is a good feature of OPNsense. In PFSense, it's not available, but in OPNsense, you can click use peer generator and it will generate most of the information by itself. So in the endpoint, you're going to define your WAN IP address or your public IP address. And then in the name, you can define anything. I mentioned test device, and then it will automatically generate public and private key and the address and allowed IPs, which is everything, all the traffic will go through using the tunnel once the tunnel is connected. And then under DNS, I defined Google DNS. If you want to use your preferred DNS, you can use that. And then also it gives you a QR code to scan from your phone, or if you want to save that. Otherwise, you can just copy and save the information and then click on OK sign. And we have a few errors here. And this error is because we just defined the IP address. We need to define the port number as well because we set up a port number which was 51823. So I'm going to go ahead and type the port number 51823. And here it says you can only use dashes or underscores. So let's use some hyphen sign and click on the create sign again. So now you can see the peer is already generated. If we go to the peer section, you can see we have the peer available here. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on apply. And again, just verify everything is here. Search for wireguard.com or WireGuard and click on installation. Since we are using Windows, click on Windows and download this. And after installation, it should look something like this. So you're going to go ahead and click on add an empty tunnel and then paste all the configuration from the WireGuard. I have pasted the information here. It should look something like this. Interface, address, DNS, public key. So under peer, public key is instance public key. And then the endpoint IP address and the port number and allowed IP addresses, and then save, and then click on activate. Let's see if it gets activated. WireGuard is enabled. So let's just try connecting the firewall using the IP address this. Perfect. So that means our WireGuard is configured perfectly fine and we are able to access the internal network as well. Also, if I do, let's say, speed test, and I can see the IP address is correct, it's getting from the WireGuard. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. And if you learned something new in this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.